Welcome back, everyone. I'm Erica Quam of the Coaching Experience. I teach athletic coaches how to think more strategically about coaching, how to balance the demands of your career, and how to create a life you enjoy. This is the second of 3 short videos I'm doing on the topic of leadership. If you happen to miss the first video where we talked about the things that make teaching leadership to your team more difficult, be sure and click on the link at the end of this video and you can circle back. So in this second video, we're going to simplify how you teach your team about leadership and how to help them be better leaders. Let's break it into 3 steps. We're going to define it, practice it, and debrief it. So step 1, define it. Begin by speaking the same language. You have to start off on the same page when you talk to your team about leadership. Because like we talked about in the first video, everyone comes into your program with their own experiences and expectations about leadership. So come up with your own definition of leadership, or find one that really resonates with you that you can share with your athletes. And here's the one that I like from NOLS, the National Outdoor Leadership School. Leadership is situationally appropriate action that directs or guides your group to set and achieve goals. So if you can't find another one, that's a good one to use. So draw on your athletes' own experiences. Connect them to this conversation about leadership. And you can do that by asking them who they think of when they think about a great leader. Get them thinking also about examples of poor leadership. Those probably will stand out in their mind a little bit. And you can learn a lot about their experiences and their expectations by having this conversation. So step 2, have your team practice leadership. So leadership includes a set of skills. And just like any other skill set, leadership skills can be practiced and improved upon. So emphasize and recognize the progress that your athletes make as leaders. The NOLS leadership framework breaks leadership down into 4 different leadership roles. So there's the designated leader, and the designated leader is the person designated to be in charge, like the coach or the team captain. And that's what most people think of when they think about leadership. So next, there are active followers, and followers that are supporting the leadership within the designated leader. They're not just blindly following along. Next, there are peer leaders. So peer leaders are people within a group that help lead one another. And then there's self-leadership. So everyone on your team is leading themselves and taking care of those things that are within their own sphere of influence and concern so that they can contribute to the overall goals of the group. So give your athletes opportunities to be in these different leadership roles. Be intentional about creating opportunities for everyone, from team captains to people who are in charge of volunteer projects that your team does. Have people step up to be SAC leaders or class representatives. And some coaches I know have a whole list of responsibilities that they break up and people volunteer for these certain roles. And that's great. That is leadership. Those are leadership opportunities. So your role as a coach can be to help your athletes recognize that when they're stepping up and doing some of these things, that they are stepping up into this position of a leader. So finally, in step 3, we're going to debrief leadership. And as a coach, you are an experiential educator, meaning that you teach your athletes, you help them learn things from doing and then reflecting on what they've done. And without that reflection piece, they'll just be going through the motions, and they won't learn as much as they could if you reflect on things and see how they can do things better. So as a coach, you can coach leadership. In any given situation, when your athlete is in a leadership role, you can help them learn what they did well, what they didn't do as well, and what they might be able to do differently or better next time. And this last piece, the debrief, is really important. And it's one that gets missed a lot because of a few reasons, really. Most coaches, you're more focused on the X's and O's, on the technical skills. Some coaches look at leadership as you either have it or you don't, and they might not necessarily look at leadership as a skill set that their athletes can actually work on and develop. And honestly, not many coaches have spent a whole lot of time learning about their own personal leadership style. And so maybe you don't even know where to start when it comes to giving your athletes feedback on these skills and how to improve. So with that, on the next video, I'm going to be talking specifically about you, the coach, and what you can do to learn about your own unique leadership style, and how this will not only help you be a better leader, this will help you be a better leadership teacher too for your athletes. So if you like these videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you know when the next one is going to come out. And you can also go to my website and subscribe to the e-zine that I send out just to coaches each week. My website is whocoachesyou.org. See you next time.